Morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
How is everyone?
I'm good. You know, guys, it's so smoky here. We're getting that smoke from the coast.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah,
It's just crazy.
super thick.
Don't the mountains kind of hold it back?
Not this time.
Jeez.
It is just
Summer.
can't even see the mountains, and I live right under it.
Oh my goodness.
How? I didn't really notice. How bad is the fires going on out there?
From what I understand, they're still going. So
Oh, please. We had some wacky weather last night in Wisconsin here. There was tornado warnings and
hi,
50 mile,
Greeter.
50-mile-an-hour winds and rain the size of golf balls.
Jeez.
We had one. There was one touchdown, but it went right back up. Little damage.
Ooh.
It's a heat wave here.
Good morning, Clarence. Good morning, Anne from Ireland, Scotland.
Happy Lionsgate.
Yeah, happy Lionsgate.
So if you missed 8:08 this morning,
Ireland.
you can set your intention at 8:08 tonight. So naturally, of course, I didn't do 8 a.m.
Morning, Kathleen.
I'll be on the 8:08 p.m. train.
Yeah, me too.
My intention.
Count me in on that one too.
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
Little sleepy.
I think we're all a little sleepy today.
Debbie, let's see. Debbie O. Please say prayers for all the fires in Europe and Greece. That's right. I did hear about Greece. Yeah.
And let's pray for all the firefighters.
Yes.
I was just the constant battle of, I don't know if you've seen these pictures of just the fires, and you go and you work for 12 hours, you get off, you go to sleep, you get up and you go, and you're fighting this monster of a fire day in and day out. I would imagine not only exhaustion in your body and your mind.
I read that some of the firefighters' homes were destroyed in the fire as they're fighting the fires. I mean,
oh Lordy,
my goodness.
Yeah, and
talk about frontline workers.
But for their emotional being, yeah, I just can't imagine the psychological battle.
Michelle Lynn says the sound is repeating. I'm not hearing anything. Are you?
Nope.
No.
Okey-dokey.
Yeah, so let's send out positive energy, folks.
Love and light for some rain.
Nature.
A little rain dancing.
So, yeah, you got that.
Yeah. Kristen, you're asking about the lockdowns. We're pretty sure it's all states' rights. All the federal government can do is request. You know, you can make federal employees and stuff, you know, mandate that. I guess, what is it? Secretary of Defense, not Defense. Is it? Yeah. Can't remember his name. They're mandating vaccines for the military now. Rolling that out. Or they're going to talk, yeah, one of the two. I can't remember his name right now. He's a black general. He's supposed to have a conversation with Biden, or they're going to do it, last I heard. But finally, the military has to get the shot. Coming up soon.
Give a shout out to Holly, who's making fresh salsa this morning, and everything is garden, and that sounds wonderful. I'd like to try.
Awesome.
Oh, it is heavenly when you can just bring it all in. And,
right? You taste the difference, honestly, with fresh.
Absolutely.
homegrown vegetables.
I'd give anything right now for a
I'll be
homegrown
driving over
tortilla.
there with a bag of tortilla chips, Holly. Wherever you are, I'll be there soon.
I'll be there soon. If you hear a knock, it's me.
I guess one thing I would like to toss cards on is if they're going to wake up, or stop hurting their people with some kind of orders, or responsibility. DeSantis, Abbott, the places that are high, surging. Like I was telling Debbie about this tweet I was seeing that this Jacksonville church of all these people are dying because they were anti-vax. God will save you. There was 4 under 35 that passed. It's just amazing that DeSantis cannot do the right thing, and speak up.
Yeah.
His people are dying. He's losing voters,
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's confounding. So we have one of our lovely family members here who just opened her own channel, False Teeth Real Tarot. Got to check it out.
Really?
False Teeth Real Tarot.
False teeth? Did you say?
Yeah, False Teeth Real Tarot. Isn't that cute?
That's awesome.
We'll always remember that. False Teeth Real Tarot. I'm so glad to see you got it open. Got it going.
Did you just remember that, or is she in the chat here?
She's in the chat.
Oh, I missed it.
She just popped in not very long ago. Let's see.
That's the name, huh?
False Teeth Real Tarot. Yeah.
Very creative. I like it.
Sweet. False teeth, huh?
Guys, I ordered like 3 or 4 more tarot decks. I just don't know what I'm doing. I just can't help myself.
She says hello and thanks for the shout out. It's Melinda. So you guys would know her by Melinda, but yeah, she's one of our long time family members. Finally got her channel open.
Awesome.
Real. How many vids she got here?
Nope. Scott's checking you out right now, Melinda.
I'm going to try to share it, but I don't see it popping up yet.
Exactly, Debo.
If someone can find her channel, put it in the description. I'm not finding it right off the bat.
Well,
shall
we read on something?
Oh, we can just chat all day.
It is a good morning chat. It's all right. So it is checking in with everyone, making sure our family's all good too.
That's right.
Our Sunday morning family here.
Like I said, let's get the feeling on these Republican governors if they're going to have a wake-up call, do the right thing for their people.
Okay.
Please get vaccinated, and
yeah. Kathleen calls it tarot deck therapy. I have to admit, I did purchase one yesterday.
Oh,
it's called the Next World Tarot, and it is fabulous. Christie Road, but it's like even the description in the book on the for each card has a modern
take
to the description, so you wouldn't find any of the traditional description in here for the cards. They're just really good.
Possibly Susan. She's drawn to decks, but she doesn't even read. Is it a past life thing? Could be. Just start playing with them more. See if you start reading them and do it your own way. Don't worry about rules like me.
Yeah. No, read them just like you're looking at a picture and describing it to someone.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you always. How long do you feel when you grab a new deck before it's ready to roll and be in line with you?
Oh gosh, it varies so much.
Yeah.
Like
I noticed
some
that
decks
too.
I get and I can get them. I can use them immediately.
Yeah.
And some it like this one, the 5-cent tarot one. I'm still every once in a while I'll pull it out and use it for a little bit, and then I have to put it back. It's just not.
I know, right? Well, it's like my Lord of the Rings. It's like my go-to. It's got me. You know what I mean?
Right. So yeah, there's those decks that you just use, and then how about you, Andrea?
I usually, when I get a new deck, I open the box and I take out the cards. I kind of sit them on the box and I leave them in this room for about a day or two, right? And then I'll give them a try. Some decks I don't use that much because I just haven't attached to them yet, or I haven't connected enough, as you say. And then it's funny, I'll pick one up that I haven't used in a while. I'm like, ooh, I'm really reading this one now.
Yeah, right. So I feel like there's like this.
Yeah.
And when I first get a deck, I open it up and I go through each card and I look at it and I hold it in, with my, my energy, share with it. And I spread it all out on a big space. And then I pull it all together but I'll go through each card.
And it's funny because I'll do the opposite. I don't look at any of them really because I want to be surprised when I'm reading.
Oh, that's so funny.
Right? And that's what I mean. There's no right or wrong.
There's no right or wrong.
Whatever you feel. And that's not to say some decks I haven't looked through, but mostly I kind of like the element of surprise.
Holly says she sleeps with them next to her in bed to share that energy. And it's ironic too. I'll get like this. This is one of my decks that it's just a normal.
Yeah.
And I just am extremely attached to this deck.
Nice.
Okay, is this our question?
No.
Yeah, I suppose if you had to pick, there's your top 3 decks. If you could only use 3 decks.
Yeah.
Sort of
what would I use? Oh gosh, that would be hard. I'd have to use my gummy bear deck.
Yeah, I want to look into the energy of the Republican governors. Where,
okay. All right.
With COVID, the Delta is ramping up high. If they're going to get some kind of wake-up call to do something for their people.
Yes.
Or they can continue to lie and not mandate or even have a conference saying, please get vaccinated for your friends, your family.
I saw MJT. There's a picture of her at a conference and she congratulated the room for not being vaxxed or the percentage of not being vaxxed. Yeah. I mean, what are you talking about, woman?
I mean, how can they get donations off of that?
Meanwhile, you think she's not vaccinated? Get real.
I know.
She is.
I see numerous stories this week of representatives passing away who railed against it.
Yeah, that's right.
Some radio host, I think in New York, passed away because he got the Delta variant and said, "Don't get vaxxed."
Thank you, Greeter. Blessings to you. Yeah, it's just so sad because they literally believe their narrative, and it's killing them, and it's devastating.
So this will be part 2 from Barbara here, since we're reading on Republican governors.
Oh, Renee, I was wondering when that was going to premiere tonight. Did you see that?
Tarot Love Community. YouTube page launching today.
Ah,
And the TLC YouTube channel premieres tonight. The Psychic Squares.
The Psychic Squares will be airing tonight.
You guys gotta check out the Psychic Squares.
did you already record it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we can't give out any
No spoilers.
no spoilers. Gotta check it out.
All right. Well, the Republican governors mandate
What?
vaccinations.
Kathleen calls it karmic stupidity for these governors, for these people. Yeah. It's just
I'm getting it's gonna take the federal government to, like the DOJ, to sue them. It's gonna take lawsuits in order for them to stop. That's what I'm getting, because the overall energy is justice. The Biden administration indicting or subpoena or lawsuits.
correct.
That's what I'm getting here. That's what's going to take in order for them to actually care about their people.
So have 8 cards, 4 of them flopped orange. You know what that means? Who they're in service to. So they don't feel guilty. They're following the leader, being of service to orange. They'll follow this right through to the end. They don't care what the end result is if people end up dying, unfortunately. What they're just going to do is ask for forgiveness later. Hey, man, we didn't know. We didn't get the right details. It's not our fault.
We didn't get the right details.
Yeah. At some point, they're going to be at an impasse and have to make a decision. But right now, what they're doing, blue is what your throat chakra. So what they're saying is just to keep their job for entertainment purposes only. Their behavior following orange is just to keep their job. Right? They all want to be in office and whatever this nonsense is. So they're just going to ask, if they get sued later, be like, sorry, we just didn't know. Hey, man, he told us this. I just work here.
It's a crazy narrative. You'd think being loving and compassionate for your people would be a good platform to run on, right? Not don't get vaccinated.
I think it's just to cause disruption in the United States.
And I feel it's about, of course, it's the narrative that people want to hear, so they're speaking to their base. And that's not for them. It's not going to end up being a good investment. Pulling this in to connect to their base, the non-vaccine narrative. It's not going to play out well for them. They're going to be required to take responsibility for building on that narrative.
Yeah.
But again, I just see puppets on the string.
Exactly.
Right.
Not even thinking about what they're doing, just doing what they're told. Playing along, drinking the Kool-Aid, whatever. Doesn't make sense. We got to figure out what that end game is. But I think it's to topple the U.S., like keep everyone at odds. Keep them sick, keep them at odds. You know what I mean? Like if you were another country who wanted to topple USA, wouldn't you try to cause chaos from within?
Of course. We have other countries playing the U.S. like puppeteer. Like, yeah, totally. It's embarrassing. That we can be handled.
Excuse
me. Greener.
Question: will DeSantis?
Yeah. Question from Floridians. Ron DeSantis, did he have any participation, knowledge of January 6th insurrection?
Yes, there's a lot of. I got a lot of. Most of my cards were pentacles, so I also feel there's something obvious. It's follow the money always. Okay, so is this the question we're looking at now? DeSantis participated January 6th.
Was he involved?
Involved, participation, knowledge.
Was he there that day?
Not that I know of.
No.
I feel he's going to skirt around this whole thing. He has.
Yeah, I get a technically a no.
Yeah, I'm getting a no. I feel like he's skirting around it. I feel he has.
I think he knew about it. I don't think he was there.
Yeah.
Smoke screens up, distractors over here, and he scoots
on
away.
board.
And then he scoots away and scoots.
Yeah.
Can I talk? I'm seeing this.
Skirts the issue. He gets away with it or something.
He just scoots. He skirts around it. He scoots away in his car. Everybody's like blah blah blah, blah and he's like gets in his car and goes. I'm feeling.
I think he knew about it. He didn't do anything to stop it, which he might get in trouble for, just like an accessory after the fact or something. But like, if it's not like he was there, he didn't plan this, but he knew about it. Like, if you know about a crime and you don't say something, then
Right.
You can get in trouble too.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely was. He definitely knew about it, and he was part of the gang there, but it was like with this card coming in, I wonder if it was like I have to follow along with this a little bit because of I don't know.
Some odd way I sensed that he did know but wanted nothing to do with it or be connected. But he is connected.
He is connected. It's the first card I got on the second throw about him.
Yeah, I got that 3 of Cups connected too, but there was some kind during that day or whatever, he did back away. He was in hermit mode and fear of judgment of his connections. In some strange way, I do feel he felt it is wrong deep down.
Yep. I absolutely agree. He didn't have a choice in this because of his connection with the people, with Orange or whatever, the former guy, he had no choice, and he's kind of caught up in some kind of like he owes the former guy something, it looks like. So he had no choice, but he did back out.
Yeah, I'm seeing him backing out too. So they had the 6 of Swords also coming in, distancing himself, going that waters. He was home, staying home.
Yep.
I think he chose not to be there that day. If he wasn't, it looks like to me he had an excuse not to be in the vicinity that day.
Yeah, I got that too. I had a star.
Like a court case or something. He couldn't be there.
Moonchild is asking about should they start the talking about instead of mandating using requirement for the vaccine. Use a play on words to make it more comfortable.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel like too that when other things start being taken away, other freedoms start being taken away from people, that's when they might start getting like you won't be able to travel on an airplane anywhere. You know what I mean? Or, you know,
right.
You can't go into these stores or you can't do this or that because the individual entities are requiring this vaccination card and proof and like that. So once things start shutting down and they're being isolated out of things, maybe we'll see a shift. But
yeah, you can't go to a mall or a restaurant or a plane or.
You saw the big list of companies that are requiring that all employees are vaccinated.
Yeah,
huge list.
I think Microsoft just did that the other day.
Yep, Amazon, Microsoft, Target. I think I'm trying to. The list is huge, you guys.
Right. Yeah.
Walmart.
I think that's the biggest thing. We just need the people. I mean, the corporations, big companies,
to come in and do that. And Target also is just invested in, millions of dollars for supporting all employees who want to get a college education. They will pay for their college education. They also, if you go back and get your master's degree, they give a percentage to that as well.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Are they doing like a contract to stay within? Or is it just part of, like a fund they do for their employment?
So I would assume you have to continue to work at Target to not to stay within. No. But, during that whole time, I would assume you'd have to work. But, yeah. So if I was an entity, you go to college for zero, they will pay. And, yeah.
About as good as being in the military, free education.
Okay, so is this the next question from Moonchild?
Yeah, it's just more energy about the getting people vaccinated. So we originally got here, it's going to take probably lawsuits, something judicial, for a wake-up call because they're getting paid. What other energies about talking points, or is it mainly what you were saying, Debbie, about companies stepping forward with a full heart of the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Or is it going to just take more passings within their families to have a wake-up call? Another article I read, this guy's wife is literally in the hospital dying of COVID and he's still denying it, or the vice versa, whatever. My husband does not have COVID. You're lying to me. Literally getting vented, It's like, oh my Lord. You gotta
yeah, that's how far in they are into the narrative.
Let's just look at the universal energy of getting over this. More so beyond judicial. If it's just what you said, enough companies got to step up. Is Biden administration going to give more money to get vaxxed? I heard something about $1,000 now.
Here's Deb O with a question.
Got to go down here. Yeah, we were going to get to that. The Homeland Security issued warnings about this.
So, what I'm seeing about this vaccination stuff for the United States is that it's not really going to matter what the governments do. It's going to be the people who lose people to the virus, right? And then become isolated because they can't go anywhere, as you said, because there'll be mandates about where you can and cannot go. Then I think their anger will subside, they will see the light, and they will surrender to it. So it's not so much about a government mandating things. Well, maybe in a way, because then they can't go places. But it's almost like they have to be directly affected.
Yep.
Either by someone passing or the fact that they can't go to work or they can't.
But yeah, it's like unless it affects you, yeah. It's that syndrome.
Yep. That's the biggest aspect my throw is saying. It's going to take the deaths, the family impacts to see for themselves mostly. Unfortunately. That's the biggest aspect that threw down for me. That they will take that new journey when it affects their family. The Fool, ending on the family. The Five of Wands, that energetic lack of energy. That's what I'm seeing here. Their delusions will go away when it affects them. And they actually see it. All these stories that keep coming out of losing children. Children are getting ventilated and dying, When it gets out to them enough, that's the wake-up call, unfortunately, that I'm seeing. That's the biggest wake-up call.
The biggest one, yeah, for sure.
And I just don't get it. Like, they're seeing such a narrow view. They think it's an American thing or a hoax, a democratic hoax or something like that. This is happening all over the world. And all over the world doesn't care about the democratic hoax or the Republican agenda or anything else.
They do not care.
It's a thing that's actually happening in every other country. So
I know.
Wake up.
It's all over. There was I remember earlier in the week I read another article. I don't remember if it was Florida, but some county had like 65,000 vaccinations or vaccine vials expire.
Yeah.
What a waste. They could have went to Brazil or Canada or wherever, They had to throw them away. Because people didn't use them.
My daughter.
Okay. You want to read on Debo's?
Yeah, let's look at that.
Well, recently the Department of Homeland Security issued warnings about chatter, talk, conspiracies August 13th, and what Deb put down here about a possible another insurrection, violence, whatever. Supposedly there's no direct evidence. It's just all chatter. So what is the energy around a possible insurrection or violence towards the end of this week?
We're going to read specifically on that date, or
I would just go within the week, I guess, because this is the target date of conspiracy chatter. And
the 13th, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're looking at Friday-ish this weekend. Because the Homeland Security has put out warnings.
Yeah.
group of men paid to make a change. I don't know if this means a courthouse or legal building. The black card. Unhappiness. Either lots of people involved or yeah. Yes. Now what does that arrow mean? North, south, pointing west. Or backwards.
Huh.
Soon. What is it pointing to? What is it pointing to?
I got a really strange throw.
Me too.
I think we need to go another direction of what we're asking here because it's in the air.
It's in the air.
You know, the violence is in the air.
Under the influence.
But I'm getting this sense that something's gonna happen prior to any action because I think the former guy might be indicted. Emperor, son, jail. The devil that's continuing with this information has a death. An ending to the situation, and it's pointing to the former guy. Like before, you know, we got Miss Shandy asking about the September 18th. And then another side of the throw, I have like the ending of the conspiracies, like the Three of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Lovers. It's like what's been going on, what's been put out there of the far right groups has a heartbreak and then a choice, and then comes to a better situation with the Lovers. What's been connected within the devil changes. Really strange hope. That was the energy. It's like something huge comes down within the next 6 weeks.
Because I said, what happens? And you said, you know, the last ones, this is pointing backwards, I said. So, and 45 came out. It's something to do with him. Then I get the Hermit card.
Mm-hmm.
Him going away, maybe? Or is there like a riot because he gets indicted or something?
That would feel more relevant. Oh, okay, that's what it was. There's the vaccine thing. 65 in Alabama. Gary said 65,000 doses in Alabama. Gone to waste.
Wow. That is just...
Well, prayers there, Shields Maiden, for your son getting over COVID. Sherry Bar, super frustrating. We can't get in the same page. I hear ya. We do have to try to have compassion, tolerance, and love for every one of them. Hope they see the light.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Bobby, what did you see? Did you? Anything?
You know, tough read on the cards. But what I'm being shown, and I keep being shown this, is I see army, and they're like this, and how they do, and I feel like wherever the one of these bigger operations are, they're going to go in before anything can happen. And inside this, and this is metaphor, so they're showing me metaphors, but inside the building, you have these guys and gals, and they're getting ready to do like what we think, like what they want to do, some kind of insurrection. But this military comes in and they have their eye on them. This is what I keep seeing. Okay, and so each other, and they know. It's like they're keeping an eye on these little cells. And I feel like, like special ops, I guess, but that it may be stopped before it really gets out there. At least some of it, you know what I mean?
I think, some of it will be stopped.
And, I have the 2 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and Death. And then on the other side of that, I have the 7 of Swords in reverse, bringing in that challenge of like not wanting, they don't want to give up, but they have to. It's like done. The opportunity is gone for them, So that's what I'm looking at, guys.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I don't know how there can be another insurrection. I mean, if these people in these groups or whatever are seeing what the first round is getting, prosecuted for, they're starting to get into the more serious cases now and making a prosecutorial agreements. They're just starting to get into the bad ones, right? These people here are now looking at 6 to 10 years. That's what and probably getting an offer of 4 to 5 years in jail. The ones that did the serious damage. They're starting to get in, because
they're starting to get there. Yeah.
They're starting to get into the meat of the tooth and bones here. Because last week or whatever, we're reading on it, and people are upset. Oh, they only got home confinement for a few months.
Yeah.
We were all like, just wait. It's going to get worse. The ones that did the real damage aren't going to get away.
Yep.
So the one guy wanted a few more weeks to think about 4 to 5 years in jail.
Right. So, yeah, they have to think about that.
Oh, he can either take that or go to trial, and then he's looking at 15.
Oh, thank you, Blue Mountain Tarot. Blessings to you. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. But you have to know there are some people who will die for this. They're willing to die. They were willing to die the day. Hemp Lily, thank you. Blessings. They were willing to die on the 6th, on January 6th. And so they're still out there. But some of the ones who are kind of, like you said, kind of like, oh, watching all this play out, that this really, people are going to jail, and for a significant amount of time, maybe a little hesitant to step back into an insurrection, right?
I don't know. I hope I'm right, but I just don't sense a repeat of that. There might be a few here and there kind of violent things or a protest. I get the former guy's emails, him begging for money, and he's planning, actually, August 21st, he's planning a huge rally. He's trying to fundraise. I don't know where, but it's what I see in the email.
Yeah, I guess you can sign up and take a seat, but not really go. Kristen sent a link to that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got 3 emails from him, either this morning already or last night, whatever it was. Get your signed MAGA hat or get your gold card. And then he supposedly, or the group or whatever campaign is, give us money now and you can be in a lottery to have backstage passes and photo op with your favorite president. I'm like, Lordy. Pulling out every kind of trick.
A photo op. Yeah.
Bless
Okay.
you, D. Thank you much.
Thank you, D. Blessings to you. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning.
Just crazy.
So I wanted to clarify what was going on with my cards here. And yeah, so these people, this hidden collaboration, these people in hiding, collaborating, trying to do an insurrection, they absolutely will be stopped. Missed opportunity. It won't work. And it's due to something about, well, I'm not sure yet on this one. To clarify. Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
I put it on the screen here about that other talking point. Some of that talking point is like, they're political prisoners from January 6th.
Oh, political prisoners now. Okay.
We need to rally against them being in prison. Like,
okay.
We've seen that with Matt and MTG tried to, and another dude tried to go get in and see the facilities, and they wouldn't let them in. That kind of stuff. Let's see what energy is that is about. Any more violence about political prisoners? Rally, protest, just nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a dud. I don't see this going anywhere either.
You're still under the influence.
Knight of Swords, protecting overseas. Got this. Loss. Confusion.
Under the influence.
So, as far as any rally or violence because of political prisoners, I'm saying the FBI and law enforcement has this. Knight of Swords. 3 of Wands. Taken into custody. I got imprisonment. You have a choice with the crossroads. And then you will have a loss. So I'm seeing our law enforcement has this, if there's going to be any kind of weird thing with that. The new freedom with Matt Gaetz and MTG, they can't even raise any money, so how the heck do they have any relevance? But the FBI, CIA, are going to be. You betcha, Linda. I think they are. I think we're on it.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. Okay. Why are people so eager to believe without proof? I guess I missed where that started. Well, like everyone says, Andrea said, drinking the Kool-Aid.
Why are people so eager to believe things without proof? In the age of the internet, it's national security risk, people living different realities like this. Yeah, it is, Kenny. It literally, they're so in this narrative, and it's almost, it's so true. It's like we're living two realities, two timelines at the same time. It's just so interesting, and to watch this play out. But I like to if I can describe it, like those old radio stations, like you tune in and you can't, they can't tune into the same radio station, I guess. It's,
Yeah.
They don't hear, they don't, I mean, and I say they, I'll just stick with what came
in. But it's only the States. Like, I know that there's other countries who have people who maybe don't believe in the vaccine or whatever, but not like the way you guys are doing that. It's, you guys are living two timelines, it seems like, and it's just really strange.
Yeah, I really feel the two timeline deal strongly. It's the only thing that makes sense to me with all this, because it's like, what? Like, are we not in this experiencing the same thing? You know what I mean? I watch Biden give a speech. They watch Biden give a speech. They have a complete different narrative of what came out of his mouth than what I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Completely different. It's so confounding and mind-boggling. The only explanation is we're living two different timelines together.
It's just those people's belief systems. It's like Andrea and I, a few weeks ago, we read on that Mandela effect. It's the belief of something that happens, so it sticks in your mind that it does happen. Until you get that proof, you're always going to relate back to that, well, he died. How can this be because he died? Or how can this be because I was told 45 is a great guy? I've been putting that in mind all the time that this is belief. It doesn't want to click. You know what I mean? Just not enough people have that
they
sense of finding truth, investigating different sources, because the belief is there. He is king.
And they stick in that illusion. They created an illusion. Stay with it.
You hear enough that this vaccine is not good, or because it doesn't have FDA approval, it's bad. Enough people, you see it and feel it and hear it, it stays. It's just a difference of upbringing. I really sense how upbringing, what the parents have said, how you're programmed that way because they're your biggest influence. Die-hard Republicans stay die-hard Republicans generally. Like in my own family, I got my one sister and husband, die-hard Republicans. They have their senses about things, but they don't talk about it because they're secret Republicans. If we're at a family dinner, we can hear them talking about something. Nothing major, but I'd look over at my Republican sister and she just kind of puts her head down. I know she doesn't believe it, right? She just won't come to the side of reality, just because they don't want to be a Democrat.
Right.
But my dad has always been, which is really surprising, always Republican, always voted Republican. But somehow, some way, this last 4 years, he woke up.
Wow.
He's like, he basically would tell me, Trump's a criminal.
Well,
wow. I cannot believe these lies. And I'm like, my mouth literally went,
yeah.
I cannot believe this has come out of your mouth. From all those years of knowing you and working with you, You can see it.
Yeah.
And my mom agrees. My stepmom, she agrees too. There needs to be accountability, but she's still Republican. So she kind of backs off, but she's in agreement. But I could not believe it. Seriously. I'm like, but then I have my cousin who's diehard right. He won't believe this isn't real. He still thinks, the Democrats are trying to pull one over on us. So, there's craziness around, but I was totally shocked with my father. I could not believe that one. I'm like, cool.
Wow.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, oh, thank God my father believes in this, believes in the lies. But yeah, that was a good feeling. Just saying, to have your family, especially your father, who you had issues with, getting the same page as something as serious as this. So, speaking of Jim Jones and Kool-Aid, Kristen asked, what's the difference between Trump and Jim Jones? Is there any?
Yes.
Is it just his narrative to control people? It's like the whole old Hitler statements. Repeat the lie, continue the lie until people believe the lie. Is that all it is? What is the difference between Trump and Jim Jones?
So I pulled 2 cards on this. Sorry, leg stuck. So you have Jim Jones coming in as the Knight of Swords in reverse here. I feel he was kind of a little. This speaks of some mental challenges, disabilities in that, and he really came from a strange space with that. He was emotionally, mentally challenged. More, he didn't really have at the beginning, I don't feel like he was motivated by this or that. I just feel like he just stepped into it, and because of he's a little off. I'm sure there's more to it. I just pulled 1 card each. I guess I could check more into it. Then you have former guy coming in, of course. Isn't that interesting? The King of Pentacles, right? He's absolutely controlling and money hungry. It just leads back to that money. And he is so consumed by that he doesn't actually see. It's just money. He's like, this guy's a hoarder upside down. He's domineering. He's authoritative. He's controlling. He uses everything to try to gain that, right? Power. He's just power hungry, money hungry, right?
Yeah, pretty much that's the way it feels.
He's his own prisoner in that too.
Yeah, I see Jim Jones had no consciousness, so total psychopath.
Yeah,
right.
That's the mental
complete
thing
and total. Yeah, and 45 is still that sad little boy who didn't get the right attention from his parents. That gonna have a tantrum and I want everything my way. Like he's got some mental issues too, emotional.
He does have that, but
I guess he has more of a conscience than Jim Jones, but is that really How much more? I don't know.
Yeah.
This feels like he's all about controlling his narrative and making money. That's all it feels like. Yeah. Six of coins. Making money. Give me money. That's all it's about. Controlling his narrative. In a strange way, it feels like family. You give me money, you're part of my family. But you know how he treats his family as a distance, but as long as you give me money, you're part of the family. You're part of my organization. But it's a controlling, the Queen of Swords here. It's a controlling family. So that's what I'm feeling is this is about his narrative, put it his way, like, Jim Jones, control people in a certain way. But as with Jim Jones, some got out. Some seen the light. There is that King of Cups energy that people will see the light and take a different path.
Yeah.
Eventually. Some of those Jim Jones followers did get out. Not enough.
Not enough, yeah.
But it's all about the control.
That's right. He's a controller. Power. Hungry. Narcissistic.
Power, money, and
pathological. Knowledge equips. Thank you so much. Blessings to you.
Oh, what do we got going on?
It's alternative facts and propaganda, just like in Germany. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. And Jasper says we all have emotional issues from childhood. You need to snap out of it. Yeah, we all have shit from childhood. Most of us can learn and grow. It's part of the process of our expansion and understanding. Linda says willful ignorance.
Yeah. Like Anastasia, I have up here. It's psychological warfare.
It is.
That's all what it is.
Yes.
Being the public influence, and whoever can control the narrative to get people to believe wins. That's why we need 2022 to be very successful for Democratic control.
Yes, Trump made
we need over 60 senators and keep the House, and everything is golden. There's no more narratives.
That would be nice.
And I believe it'll happen.
Yes, JG, Trump made the outrageous become normal, and we watched it play out. Just right before our eyes.
When will the nightmare end? Justice. When there's actual justice. It's like when all these prominent ex-DOJ officials on CNN and MSNBC talking points and all that, there will not be any hope unless there's justice for that administration. And hopefully it won't take as long as 2 to 3 years as in Watergate when all those indictments came down. The way it's going, our democracy really could still be over the way they're rolling. Continuing the big lie and pushing things. But we do have movement on the DOJ. And we're talking about Jeffrey Rosen, the former acting attorney general, went behind closed doors last week and testified. about the big lie up to January 6th.
And what's his role? What's his job again?
So after Barr left, he became the Attorney General.
Okay.
And 45 and Mark Meadows and others, a few, and this Jeffrey Clark, he was another attorney in after Barr left. They wanted to overturn the electors in the 6 states that Trump lost. So, and Rosen and Donahue pushed back. Said, no, we're not going to come on board. But this Jeffrey Clark did. But let's go with the energy of Rosen testifying. And he also went to an inspector general within the DOJ. He's a smart one here. He's not going down with the ship. So he's testifying. So let's get in the energy of
Rosenberg?
Rosen. He was the acting attorney general.
Rosen. I always want to add a bird to everybody's name.
Free bird.
Free bird. Head bird.
Lilac bird.
Spirit Whisperer said something really awesome. It says the choice of love or fear isn't as complicated as people make it, and that is so true. I love that. You cannot conquer fear, but you can just turn to love instead. By doing so, disempower the fear. Yes. So these are all great. We need to write these on. You all need to get out your blank cards and write these on them. I love it. And if you guys haven't checked out Spirit Whisperer's channel, please do. He brings in a unique side to.
Yes. We know we need accountability. The good people see it. And I'm sure our DOJ sees it. They're not stupid. They see it. They know it.
Rosen.
I see he sees the party's over. For 45 and that gang, he's offering up evidence to buy himself time or to get out of this mess. He's willing to give 45's head on a platter. This guy's not going to go down.
He's not going to be that guy.
He's not going to go down. He'll do whatever he can to get away with it. He's got some good secrets. He's got some good intel.
Yes, he does. Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
Yes. In the end, I'm seeing Rosen has country over party kind of thing.
And himself.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Queen of coins. Yeah, he's going to save himself too. 10 of coins. Or Queen of cups. That's my USA card. 10 of coins. He has the goods. He's given up everything for prosperity. What he's seen in overall was devilish actions that were not obviously legal. He's going to bring a culmination and a tower moment into the DOJ of what he knows. This is huge. Of an acting attorney general seeing this. He has unity, and he's bringing in Knight of Cups. See him here writing in and testifying.
Yeah.
He's bringing in the knowledge. He's not holding back. He's not going on the ship. And it's going to bring more. It's going to bring the indictments. It really will. Give it time, but this is going to bring indictments.
Yeah, he definitely is realizing he needs to readjust. But I do see that he has. He does have a lot. He does have that information. When I checked in, I see him going, okay, you need me to sign that? I'll sign that. You need me to do that? I'll do that,
Yeah.
He is absolutely, I feel, over, like, how do I say that? Like, enthusiastic about, here, take this. Yes, you need this. Yes.
Mhm.
And he does have that information. He has that information. And he's a piece that will bring victory, I feel. Piece of the puzzle.
So Andrea, is it fall yet?
Yeah, Rochelle, yes. Kind of like Cohen. Sorry.
With Denise's comment here, something huge is coming.
About to happen.
I don't know.
Well,
The leaves aren't turning.
I said I pulled just. She said something huge is coming, so I got.
Look at that. Got the tower.
Just before that, I have the FBI, so maybe they're gonna thwart this. Ooh, and the devil. Look at that.
Ooh. I'm gonna ask.
Denise is feeling unhuge.
Well, Ivanka showed up at the base of the deck, and I thought she was going to go down or be. She still could have been questioned privately last week, Friday.
Yeah, I mean, we sense it because we don't see it. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Yeah. So I
Eventually,
say this is stuff going on behind the scenes. But that tower upside down is in the present position. Let's hope that means something gets stopped if it was bad. Trump Senior.
Huge. That's huge. The two cards I got for what's going on huge is someone is flipping big time.
Yeah.
Giving assistance to the DOJ and whatnot. And it's going to make or break whatever cases are coming out. It's my first two cards about what's huge.
Yeah, my first card is Trump upside down.
Yeah. Behind the scenes, High Priestess. So it's secret behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Actions taken very soon with the Ace of Swords. Unity for the White House, the government, everybody. The information's good with the 10 of coins here. It's powerful. It's solid. So then choices are being made. When to indict, when to take action, because I have the Two of Swords, so when we're talking. Knight of Pentacles, we're going to make sure we take our time. And we're talking about Trump here, the 45. This is where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
King of Cups, what do we got? So we got a Wheel of Fortune coming in. So it is going to happen. All right. The former guy will go down. It is going to happen. His whole family. But this is federal here. We're not talking about New York State. These are federal crimes. So I was just saying, be patient. That Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. It is coming. Just be patient. They can't mess this one up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Emperor and Strength. It's coming. It's coming huge.
Yep.
This guy's getting indicted this week. I don't know who he is.
But someone's getting indicted soon.
Yeah.
Yep. It's all coming out.
And my top bets of my channeling are Gates and Rudy. Those are my 2 top bets I was sensing. And there could be someone else getting indicted around that Barack affair. All right, let's throw on that.
Well,
We'll see what Debbie sees.
Yeah, I did throw on just kind of like what are the results of him being extremely over cooperative here, and it renews hope. It renewed something. What they got, it's just like, wow. Okay, so that information came in, wow, and it's going to create that tower. That tower came out first.
Yeah,
that's what it's. As a result of his, what he's bringing to the narrative, it results in a tower, and judgment, and people going away. Things that were in the shadows coming out, and so that is the results of him being cooperative and saying, here's my here it is.
Lots of stuff.
What do you need? Okay, gotcha. You need me to sign that? Sure.
I don't think it's 45 getting indicted this close. It's someone else big.
Okay, let's see who's that someone else.
So anyway, yeah. I wanted to
hold on Giuliani. Stuff is going to come out this week on Giuliani. And I see Barr towards the end of the week with Giuliani. So Barr having defend himself maybe against something overseas, a partnership overseas, something, and White House money, death, power. So yeah, something. Stuff's going to start shaking and breaking this week.
Yeah.
Who's getting indicted?
And I keep seeing that guy. Gosh, I have to look him up. What's his name? I had to get help with this guy's name before. I keep getting his face and what he looks like, but I always forget his name.
For what? You work
indictment, and who's getting indictments coming down? Well, I get his face, and I can't remember his name.
Well, I'm not going to say names, but I did a minute ago. It's either Matt or Rudy, right? So I tossed 5 cards. I asked who's getting indicted first, and I put it in my mind, Matt or Rudy. Who do you think this is?
What are the cards? I can't see them.
That's Matt.
Yep. The young man with the pentacle kids.
Yep.
Matt, I think Matt's going down soon. Very soon. He could be the Friday.
I'll tell you, Barr is definitely given evidence against 45 this week as well. Like everything, I don't know, man. It feels like the blender's on high now.
Yeah, it is. I see that Wheel of Fortune that came in. I just felt like a boom. It's coming soon. I really feel it. Like you've been sensing that fall thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other ones that are going to start dripping here. Rudy might be the end of the month. A couple others.
Okay, so I don't know why I can never remember this guy's name, and I apologize, guys, but I don't know why I can't hold on to his name. The person I keep being shown, and I could be way off, but that's what I have to share what I'm seeing. The guy with dark hair and he wears glasses like this, dark hair. He's
is he in politics? Is he a lawyer? What?
Yeah.
Is he in the Senate? Like what's his job?
I think maybe more financial end of things. Mnuchin.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Cherish. I never can remember his name.
You don't remember if he was in the administration or
Stephen? It's Stephen Mnuchin. Yeah.
Oh, that's one.
Yeah.
That's right. Financial, right?
Financial, yeah. Cherish was right on it. She knew exactly who I was talking about. He keeps popping in, guys. So I don't know. Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Does that seem fair that he would be being indicted?
Going away, an announcement coming out, death, money, the White House. That doesn't look like a good week for him this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it was factual or not, but I read an article about this guy, actually, that came out this week. And the focus of the article was that Mnuchin had hired Mary Barr, to be in the financial sector of IRS.
Mary Barr's sister or Mary Barr niece?
Daughter. Billy's daughter.
Oh, sorry, Trump. Sorry.
Not Trump. Bill Barr's daughter. He had half his family in the.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Son-in-law, and daughter. So it was about, that not positive, it was just opinion, but they were talking about how Mnuchin moved William Barr's daughter, Mary, from drug crimes, which he was in for like 30 years, into the Treasury, when we were asking for his taxes. So could there, what we're sensing here, could it be, or Debbie's sensing mainly, is that there's an IG inspector investigation into Mnuchin and Barr marrying. So that's what you're getting at, that there's an internal investigation into them.
Wow.
That's my thought.
I just got the chills on that one. Wow, look at this. Yeah. I have the Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So look at that. Oh my gosh. And look at the outcome, guys.
Wow. That's not good.
Page 1.
Are people turning on each other or something? Linda, thank you. Blessings.
I got a facade.
Thank you, Linda. Bless.
Going away. She doesn't know that this it's like she's going to be sideswiped by this investigation.
Wow.
Yeah, as far as I know, she's still at the Treasury. No one's seen anything that she's been moved on. What about I always felt that guy's crusty. There's something. Okay. Justice comes flying in. After Mnuchin had to go, there's cooperation within.
Thank you, Janie.
They are still, like an inspector general or something, is still investigating what they've done within. It's still ongoing, according to my throw here. I'm getting illegal. What they're finding within the IRS now that Biden's got people are in there, they're finding money is missing. went elsewhere where it shouldn't have went, with the King of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, what they're investigating. Yeah. Mnuchin's in trouble. There's the download I'm getting here is that there was somehow he had cooperation within, and there was like smoke and mirrors of how money was moved. It's like it's supposed to go here, but they coded it here.
Mm.
You know, it's like
Oh.
because it's all, you know, what was supposed to be moved, you know, within the treasury for certain things. I got the delusion and a different path and a preparing. And what my senses are telling me, it's like, well, we're gonna code it for this, but it's actually going here, so everyone can get paid. They're finding this right now, all the money and how it got paid when Trump was in office here.
Mm-hmm.
Justice is rolling in. There's that unity there of everyone working hard within the treasury. Who's there now? Yeah, he's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna find it.
There's a lot of betrayal going on this week.
Yeah.
Lots of, yeah. Within the orange camp.
Time we got in the team.
I kind of asked, you know, about the outcome of this indictment after it all takes place. What's it look like? I'm kidding. The Tower again.
Did you toss on Mary Barr, Andrea, or are you just overall energy?
I'll toss on Mary.
And I'm gonna get into her energy.
Mary Barr.
When I first heard about it, when I first read on her, I was like, it feels like she was doing work for family, but she was generally an honest person. I don't know if it's changed. Because I didn't really sense way back when I first heard about it, when I read on it, I didn't really sense her doing illegal things. You know, maybe like a cover up or, you know, not completing something, but I didn't sense her doing anything illegal. But I'm going to check on her energy again. What's up with?
There's something, like I see it again. Something's going to sideswipe her. Something's coming. She doesn't know. She's somehow connected to something. Offer. Gift. Did she manage money? Did you say?
Yeah, within the financial crimes deal.
Yeah. I don't know if this makes any sense. A cover up of gifts, like money, so donations or something for 45. So she either knowingly or not knowingly moved money around or under her father's instruction, by the way.
Interesting.
She couldn't fight back. It's going to come to light. Yeah, maybe she was told to do something and she did it, but she didn't realize what she was doing at the time or didn't realize it was going to come back and bite her.
Exactly.
That's what it looks like.
And here's what I'm seeing. This is what they're showing me. And again, this is metaphor, but maybe you guys can help me figure out what it means. But I see her at her desk, you know, working. And like you said, Scott, like I'm doing my job. I don't, you know, all this other madness is not mine. I'm focusing on my job. That was the feel I got. However, that being said, then all of a sudden I see her and someone has come in and something has happened, whatever. She's communicating with them. And then once they leave, she pushes one of those buttons under her desk, you know, like when you're warning somebody of something or alerting someone, you know, those little silent buzzers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she pushes the silent buzzer. I don't know.
So she knew. I think she knew it wasn't right, but her dad told her to do it anyways, or something like that. Like, don't argue, just do it. It's fine.
But she's
she knew it
pushing that
wasn't.
buzzer. So what does that mean? Is she alerting someone about
Oh,
him?
maybe she kept paperwork to cover her ass. Like, is that what you
Yeah.
see?
Yep.
Yeah. So she knew it was wrong. She was told to do it. She photocopied or did something just in case it ever came out.
I know everyone
Yeah.
wants, I know everyone wants everyone that's involved to be illegal. I've never honestly gotten her being
No.
an evil person. I
I
don't see a justice. I don't see illegality.
mm-mm.
I do see her dad coming in here with the devil, some bad greedy dealings. She was burdened by what she was asked to do and stuff with the Ten of Wands. But I see her doing the right thing
I do too.
every time. I got Empress with her and the Hermit taking time to think, and it's like, no, this is wrong. I mean, she actually had a good career before this in drug trafficking and, and prosecuting those people for 30 some years, in DC. She to ruin it all for a couple of years here. I just didn't see it.
I don't see
I've
it
always
happening
seen
either.
her, having that Empress. Okay, I'm not going to go down. I'm not doing the illegal activities. I know what's right and wrong, kind of thing. But she was asked. I do see that too. But I have her doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Nine of Cups here too.
Yep. She's a perfectionist, guys. She's really diligent, and so she's not going to play that game, I don't think, even if it has to do with her family. And she's going to stay. She wants to be on the right side of history, I believe. She's not going to share. She's not going to do what they ask her to do, or whatever. I just don't see her sharing whatever she was asked, information, whatever.
I think it's more Mnuchin. Whoever he hooked up with and did, he helped pump up the stock market when it shouldn't have been. But yeah, I somehow, some way within comptrollers or whatever, I definitely was seeing moving, marking money different ways that, it's supposed to go for COVID relief here, but it actually goes here, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and Bar did have another daughter that went through cancer. I think she's okay now, but I don't remember. But yeah, he had another daughter that was ill. Was or is. Okay, where are we at? We got about 20 more minutes or so. And then Miss Debbie's got to get prepared in her energy for her 11/11.
11/11.
You've been doing a different format, right?
Yep.
Picking it up, that's better than... It's interesting. It's a cool format. Pick a card, and then you get to read on ETs, or pick a card, you get to read on energy.
Right. Yeah, so I pick, it's like categories. And I pick the category out, and then whatever category it says, it opens it up to the family putting in a question under that category. So it's fun. So.
Okay. Let's see if I don't know if I spelled this right, but a Floridian wants to know if the Democrat running for governor, Nikki Fried's going to win in 2022. What's the energy around her for winning the governorship in Florida? Let's get off this nasty mess. bad energy of that stuff. Mnuchin. Ugh. You watch that guy, you never just get good energy. You want to go blah. Just blah. Okay. Well, even in 2020, I was sensing Florida should have been actually just squeaking out, becoming blue, going for, but so much illegality in that election down there. Okay. Ann says she's got a primary to win first.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who else is running. So there must be another Democrat running against her. Well, let's do the energy of Nikki Fried or Freed. Yeah, I thought Val Demings was tapped for being governor, but I guess she's going to run against someone else.
Who's the governor now?
DeSantis. Death DeSantis.
Yeah. So yeah, are you sure he's not going to run again against her?
Well, he's the Republican. She would be the Democrat if she gets through a primary.
Well, because I don't know anything. I'm over here in Canada. I just read on her outcome of running for governor of.
Yeah.
I just see lots of trickery and deceit. I'm going to have to recount the votes maybe or something. I just feel like this evil person is still going to run up against her, right?
Yes.
Death in a tower upside down. It's like there's going to be a lot of drama, but then she comes out victorious. And he's like, how did that happen?
Right.
Because they thought the fix was in. So there'll be drama, but it looks like she prevails.
I got 3 major arcanas on Nikki. Lovers, High Priestess, and Hierophant. That's a winning scenario there.
Wow.
I don't see her losing with those cards. Hierophant be taking the crown. High Priestess using her intuition, her womanly power. Lovers, what she wants. 3 majors in a row. That's a pretty good throw on Nikki. Oh.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of upheaval. Her challenges are, she's going to be facing challenges in this run. And anybody going up against, they already know the game.
Yeah.
Okay. They understand this. When I checked in, I see her at the end of this and she's like, her hair is just like she's like, oh, God, I made it through. You know what I mean? It was the longest, worst marathon ever, right? Like battle, and like she's there and she's like literally limping into office, and it's kind of like she was
right. It's going to be a battle.
It's a battle. That's what I'm seeing here. She will persevere. She is a born leader, and so I feel success for her. I have the 7 of Pentacles and the King of Wands for her. But she has to make it through this tower.
Yeah.
Right. The challenge too with the people is that they don't, fear of change, fear of making. She has to battle against that as well. People who don't want a Democrat there and like that. So that's a challenge. But I do see that she comes out ahead. She has what it takes to get there. You have the 9 of Pentacles there. So, but it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle.
Yeah, Florida, that also goes through a lot once all this stuff comes out about the people in charge currently down there. I think that's part of the drama as well.
All right. I tossed on Ron DeSantis since he's in the mix. You know, he's talking about, presidency to possibly run. So what I got on him, he's going down because of his connections with 45. Being linked together, 10 of Swords, and then the 3 of Cups. Beware of deceit. He's going to have financial instability. Karma is going to get him. Then I have investigations on him with the Queen of Swords. He's going to be defending himself. I think there's indictments, lawsuits. I don't think he makes it too far in the next year. Because of his actions here, everything's going to start changing. These deaths is going to be citizens, whatever, lawsuits of how they've treated people and misinformation. I mean, we're only in August, and then you try to get into 2022, and if this continues, there's going to be lawsuits. There's going to be things found out about him. No way he is anywhere near the presidency or governorship next year. I just do not see it.
I don't either. Smiling Heart says she has to get in front of Charlie Crist first.
Who's Charlie Crist? Was he a Democrat?
Let's look at him.
Banners. Charlie Crist. Oops. Delete.
He's the United States representative already. He served as the 44th governor of Florida from 07 to 2011.
Does it say he's going to be running again, or?
I don't have that, but and he's a Democrat.
Kristen said yes, he's a Dem. Charlie Crist. Anyone have?
There's a poll.
Oh, yeah, he's already in.
Oh, hi. Come here, sweetheart.
Yeah, it says he's already in over
65. So he used to be governor, but now he's in the House Representative. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's a website, Charlie Crist for governor.
So he wants back in, huh?
Okay, yeah. According to this, there's a website there, and he's going to be running to be governor. Currently in the House. Okay,
so Crist was a former Republican governor, changed parties to Democrat. Interesting.
Thank you, Miss Scarborough. So if he's in the Democrat, he'd be primarying Nikki. I never heard of this guy. I mean, I've seen stuff about Nikki, talking, and I haven't heard about him. Gem and former gamer. Okay. Energy entirely Chris. Moving forward.
No. He's nostalgic about it, but it's not going to happen. It's a woman.
Yeah, that's what I heard. My guys were telling me he's staying put. Beat by Scott for governor. Okay.
Yeah, I feel it's her.
Yeah. Woman. It's a woman, not him.
Yeah.
Queen of Pentacles, first card.
Yeah, I have he's moving on.
Yeah.
We have the Empress coming in new with the Ace of Pentacles. So
I mean, I don't get he's a bad guy or anything, but
no.
it's something. It feels like something to do with maybe finances or not enough money, but eventually his run's going to come to an end with the tower over the moon. The 10 of Wands next to that. It feels just like, maybe not enough money comes in for the race or something like that. But I don't feel he's a bad guy at all. My guys were telling me he's staying put or, in a lower house.
Yeah.
Right now, the energy is pushing towards a woman being governor next year.
That is true. That is true.
Next, what was it, 2022?
Yes, Lynn, we need to send some love and light to the wildlife in Florida right now.
Pretty soon, women are going to rule the world.
Let's pull one card each on 45 for this coming week.
45 this week.
45. Okay.
Donald J.
You know
Trump.
what that means? I'm going to get my gummy bear.
Oh, the gummies.
The gummies.
Look out, folks. Debbie's bringing out the gummies.
Senior, one card. His week this week.
Oh, these cards do not touch 45.
I got Faith upside down.
One card on the good guy. The bad guy.
Things not going his way. Writing on the wall. Oh, his team losing faith in him. His cohort. His followers, let's hope.
Huh. Well, you asked for one card. I got the sun. So things are coming out.
Yeah.
And visually, I was getting him in a slumped over position. So it feels like he's getting stabbed in the back. So people are flipping on him, I think. There could be some backdoor things going on with the New York investigation and federally. But that's the vision I'm getting shown him. He's sad, of course, hunched over, and I'm seeing those swords in his back.
Yeah.
Things are coming to light under the surface. Yep, the star. We got people flipping. Next card. 2 majors in a row. Oh, the Chariot. We got another major.
He was only supposed to pull one card.
No, but he's on a roll.
The Hangman, another major. That's 4 majors in a row on the phone.
He had one job.
Can we go for 5? Do we have 5? And then we have the Queen of Swords. Some investigations coming out, checking it out. It was a pretty, like I said, what are the odds of all these major arcanas coming out? The Chariot, taking your power, people flipping, things coming to the light. The Hangman is always like someone in a handcuff. I see that. Big week for investigations and people flipping this week. Lots
Mm.
of energy. Bring on that Lionsgate. Woo woo. The Lionsgate of truth.
Debbie, did you pick 12 cards?
I did. No. But I did see when I looked over, I did see something that I never want to see again. But when you said, Scott, that you saw him hunched over, I'm curious to know about, because I saw him, and this is not something I usually see or say. I leave that all to you all, the family, because I don't like to get into that energy. However, I did see him. Oh wait, let me help with the language here.
Did you see his bum?
Yeah, and
His plumber's butt?
Yeah.
Oh, his diaper, fully loaded.
In his pant. I mean, like, so.
Like literally, though.
Like literally, like. And that's not, I'm like, what? I had to kind of check what I was seeing. And I'm like, and how am I going to explain what I'm seeing? Because this is not something I would say. But there's definitely a shift happening for him. This is the card I pulled. And a completion. I feel this is something very public that's happening. And can we just ask one more question? Is this has to do with health, or does this have to do with the indictments and stuff?
So you're getting an energy of something with the former guy that's going to be public. Okay.
Very public. Like it's going to be out, and it would be
illegal.
Like, is he doing some kind of? It wouldn't be this week. He's doing something.
I think it's next week, as far as what we know about any rally he's going to do.
Like a rally. So maybe around I don't know.
He's had some, like, what do you call it? He does this. He puts out statements from his desk, the former president's desk or whatever. They've just been unreal stupid. Not even worth mentioning.
I'd say it's his health.
Yeah, with that,
this card to me would indicate base of the deck, the devil. So could be health-related issues to past addictions for entertainment purposes only. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's loading up the diaper, because of past activities. He can't control things anymore.
Oh, here's my. I was going to throw on my health deck here.
There, Mitcher. That's what I'm kind of saying. Probably.
I couldn't get it on one card, but I'm getting something about investigations behind the scenes that he knows about is coming out, and it could be that increase of worry that he does more drugs with the devil here, or some kind of bad dealings, and it causes a reaction. And then I have a Knight of Cups passage where this may be some kind of movement, or some kind of Knight of Cups where he needs some help in the world. So then we got travel, movement of something, a change, like a culmination of something.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, then I got my health card. Problems with health with the 8 of Coins.
Partying in the past to make himself feel better. Plus what he sees coming.
Right.
Causing intestinal irritation.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
Intestinal irritation.
Yeah, it's. I really think all these indictments, all the pressure, all the news coming out, because we have federal stuff, we have New York stuff, people are testifying. It's really getting to him. It really is the pressure, the anxiety. He's losing his grip with that Hierophant there. This Hierophant is making me feel more than just governmental. It's his whole institution of himself. It's
Mhm.
going badly.
Yeah, it's going. It's the first card. The card I pulled, the lily. The lily is all about an aging illness.
Yeah.
Something that you've. So. And something that's been dealing for a very long time. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's the feeling of guilt and stress or whatever it is right now, compounded with past behaviors and addictions.
Kristen had a good throw on hers. Makes a lot of sense too.
Oh, what did Kristen?
Former guy this week.
3 of coins, 6 of swords.
The anxieties of needing assistance from his own guides, his own soul presence. 3 of coins would be like
asking for
more Adderall or whatever. Knight of Swords is energetic action, possibly going to hospital, whatever. But the one that sticks out the most to me is that 9 of Swords.
Yep.
His anxieties, he's like 6 of Swords. He's trying to get calmer somewhere,
Yeah. These
makes a lot of sense.
The high priest, the hidden issues, seeking assistance.
I asked if he's going to be in a hospital by September. I got yes, and I think lots of testing, or this means a hospital somewhere else. Like he's going to say, I got to go to Switzerland. Or, you know what I mean? Just to try to get the heck out of Dodge.
I always wanted to see him fall down at a rally. I always seen it happening, but it hasn't happened yet. It's kind of like he goes and speaks somewhere. Maybe it's at Bedminster or something, at a dinner or something, but it's like he's up there and then he just trips or falls or something. But it's never happened.
Only in his mouth. Only with his mouth does he trip and fall. Right? So if it's metaphor, you've seen him do it a lot. Right?
Maybe he did and just didn't realize it.
But
Switzerland don't want him. Ugh. They got enough worries with all the money laundering they gotta clean up.
Trying to go somewhere else, not out of the States, right?
Okay.
Kathy B. Yes, we do. Eventually, I think he's in a home for crazy people.
For aging crazy people, man.
Aging, yeah. I've never seen him in a prison cell. It's more like that kind of thing. Something else.
Should we do a card of the day?
Yeah, I'm just struggling with my.
Oh,
Lorraine, blessings to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to Lorraine.
Hanging out with us.
Just to let everyone know, every donation is shared between us. So even though it's always on my channel, since I want to keep my coffee time.
That's right.
But everything is shared between us. We're all one loving three of cups light, and we appreciate every single one of you.
Absolutely.
Love my family here on Sunday mornings.
Absolutely.
All right. Card for us all. Always about seeking that higher ground or higher leading with love.
Strength. Great card. You've got strength this week, folks. Strength. Be ready for anything this week in the news.
Oh, yeah.
And just hold your, you know what I mean? Just hold your position. Stay the course. Be strong.
Okay. I pulled 2 cards about, I got 3 of coins and the Knight of Wands. So what that's telling me is any challenges can be overcome when you be your best. That's what it's telling me. Those 2 cards I pulled. So you be that compassionate, energetic person, creating your own ideas, you will have success.
Amen. Living life. Deep inner release is a spiritual path in and of itself. It is the path of non-resistance, the path of acceptance, the path of surrender. So maybe Spirit is asking some of us to do some more inventory and do some more release, going with the path of most non-resistance, I guess, the path of acceptance, the path of surrender. So asking us to dig a little deeper and surrender some more of what we hold on to as truth that may be an illusion as well. So we create our narratives. Let's do some inventory and release some more for our enlightenment and opening our conscious more, becoming more conscious, right?
A little love and light.
That's so funny, awakening conscious.
Oh, cool.
Yay.
A little love and light to Callie Suds family.
Yeah.
The old corona hitting the family, so love and light and healing for them. So thank you all. Debbie's got to get prepared for her show, and bless you too, my lovelies, for joining me.
Thank you. Blessings
Good
to
night,
you.
y'all. Love. Have a great Sunday.